What is up, everybody? Wolf here, and welcome back to another Starfield build guide. Where are all my Star Wars fans at? That intro to Revenge of the Sith is definitely one of my favorites. And today I have a build that I have dubbed the SF-4 Falcon Class Interceptor. But before we get into the build, I have some housekeeping stuff to share with you. Over the past few days, I've been working really hard on some new stuff for you guys, and I'm happy to announce the start of channel memberships. Now, these are not mandatory at all. But if you want to help out the channel and you want to take your channel interaction to the next level, these are for you. I posted some screenshots for each member tier along with the perks that come with each one, and I worked pretty hard on those loyalty badges, so please do me a favor and check those out. Link for that will be in the description. The other thing I'm happy to announce is the opening of the Wolves Den, an official channel Discord server. Now let me just start with, that is a work in progress, but I think with your guys' help it can become a really amazing place to just chill and show off all of your amazing builds. Link for that will also be in the description. And as usual, if you guys have not already joined the Wolf Pack, smash that subscribe button, as well as the bell next to it to stay up to date with all my latest content. Now let's get into the build. Now the idea behind this build was to create a compact fighter with max stats while keeping a very small frame and sticking as close to the original design of the ETA-2 Jedi Interceptors as I could. I also used this concept design by Ehol Creations on DeviantArt. I'll go ahead and link their stuff down below. Now I started with the more difficult section, and I attempted to cram as much of the important stuff into one small section as possible. If you want a detailed explanation on how I did all this, check out my last video, the Shipbuilding 101, Chapter 1 Glitches. Card for that should be on the screen now. The tricky part was jamming 4 of these Supernova engines into one place, while also merging the Grav drive and the reactors together. Now that I had all the pieces in place, all I had to do was just keep duplicating the engine down so that they would all be in the same spot. Ha! And you thought I was done. Now we're going to merge the landing gear into the bottom of this assembly. If you were able to do that and you're still with me, congratulations, that's the most difficult part of the entire build. I was pretty proud of the fact that I was able to get all of that jammed into that little 2x2 square. Now we can bring the rest of the assembly back over, and that is the main body of the ship. This Stroud Cowling has 2 different variants, one with this flat snap point on top and one without. You can put that on the left or the right side, it doesn't matter, and then the shield generator goes right on top. I went ahead and slowed this section of the video down a bit because we're working with some small pieces and I don't want to lose you guys. What we're going to do is take these cargo holds and merge them into this tiny space in between the landing gear and the cowling here. The first two are easy, just flip glitch them right in. Later in the video, I'll show you that there is a teeny tiny bit of interior glitching here, but it's barely noticeable and you won't even see it unless you're specifically looking for it. Once the two are in place, we'll need to merge these together with the other two. Using some Deimos Hull A's, we can line them up and essentially trick the game into sharing one snap point for two pieces, just like this. Now the rest of the build is really straightforward. There's no more serious glitching and everything just snaps right into place. You just follow along here. Weapons here are always customizable. I chose something that had decent all-around coverage, so things that had good both shield and hull damage, while also being lasers, to fit with the design. Now, when filming these, I always make the mistake of leaving the weapons on. Once the weapons have been attached, you can no longer manipulate the piece. It can only move back and forth. It can't flip or anything. So when I build these, I build them first and then tear them apart and then record me putting it back together so you guys can see the entire process. And I always forget to take those off. Oh, I almost forgot one more thing. Make sure you don't forget the front landing gear. And there you have it. I think this came out really nice. It has relatively low mass, maintained its 100% mobility, so it can turn on a dime. Max weapon and power stats, so it melts anything it comes into a dogfight with. The only thing the build doesn't have is an interior. There's really only the one small companionway in the cockpit. Really quick, here are those cargo holds that peek into the landing bay here, but just in the windows, so you don't even really see them. But if you really wanted to, I bet there's a way you can fit some habs into this, maybe on the bottom? I'll have to mess around with that and see what I can come up with. But that does it for another build guide. Thank you all for watching. Remember to check out those channel memberships, as well as join the Discord. Now I'm always near a computer, so I can chat or answer any questions that you may have. Even while I'm at my real job, because, I have one of those. YouTube is not my only hobby. But that's all for me for now. Wolf, out!